Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton. It is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of the one of the daytime TV shows that we're doing is The Bold and the Beautiful. But before we get into this week's B&B, as you know, as you can see, the background is slightly different because I am in Laughlin, Nevada right now for work. So I had it wasn't like a long day. It wasn't an excessively long day. It was just an early day. I had an early day today. It started at 2:30 in the morning and it went until 10:30. So that was a lot. It was a lot, but it's fine. It's all good. So I'm going to have a good week this week and just relax and work and just veg. And I'm okay with that. All right, so let's talk about The Bold and Beautiful. All right, so Bold and Beautiful, this past week was really good. Okay, remember how Liam had that fantasy about how he was gonna tell off Bill in front of Caroline and Thomas and Steffi and Wyatt and all those people, right? And it ended up being just that, a fantasy. Well, this week he kind of did it. Like, he actually told Bill that Bill needs to quit Spencer Publications. And Bill was like, "You are dreaming." And, he got Bill to admit, and this is where Bill fucked up royally, is he got Bill to admit that he's the one that torched, or he's responsible for the torching of Sally Spectra's place. And Liam, because this is what I thought would happen during the dream sequence that he had last week. I thought that he would, produce a recording of Bill confessing. And sure enough, Liam made a recording of Bill confessing. So he's now holding that over Bill's head, and he's like, "You can not quit if you don't want to, but then I'll go right to the police and I'll tell them everything I know. And then both you and Justin will go to jail. So, it's up to you. You can do what you want." And Bill was pissed. So he goes and he meets with Justin, and Justin's like, "I hate to say this, but you gotta quit. Like, you gotta, at least sign it over to Liam, for now." Now, here's the thing that kind of pissed me off. If Bill had a brain, he would have said, I'll sign it over to you, but I'm going to sign it over to you and your brother Wyatt, right? Because he didn't say that. And you know who else wasn't asking for Wyatt either? Liam. So, in all fairness, none of the two of them had Wyatt's back for anything regarding the company, right? So that's kind of annoying. And when Wyatt found out, of course, Wyatt was pissed, as well he should be. Now, Wyatt doesn't know about any of this blackmail. Wyatt doesn't fucking know about a lot, to be perfectly honest with you, because he's been busy fucking Katie, and good for them, right? I'm loving it. I'm loving the two of them together. However, they've been with each other at the expense of being with the group, so they don't really know what's going on. So, they know that Sally Spectra's place burnt down, but they don't know why or how or anything like that, right? Which is a little bit silly, because if I was either one of them, I would immediately suspect Bill. Immediately, right away, right? And, Wyatt has always had not shady morals, but fluid. His morals have been pretty fluid, because although he does certain shady things, like the Hope for the Future Diamond, remember that? Or although he didn't kill Ricardo Montemayor, we'll leave that for his mom. He does tend to do the honorable thing in the end, like telling Liam that he's not Adam, he's really Liam and he's his brother. Or divorcing Steffi when she asked him to. Those are things that are, so I would think that Liam would at least think, okay, he might be a lot like Dad, but I can get him to, I can bring out the good in him and we'll run this company together. Like that would be something that I would expect from a do-gooder like Liam. Or no, let me put it to you this way. I think Liam is a self-proclaimed do-gooder. Do I really think he's a do-gooder? The jury's still out on that. I really don't think so, to be honest with you. Because if anything, Liam has proven himself to be just like Bill Spencer. And the thing about it is, Dollar Bill is very, he's very, now he's contrite. Like in today's episode, he had a scene with Steffi where he was talking about, tell him I'm sorry and, all this bullshit. Now, personally, he also has Justin still working there. And Liam said, I'm not going to turn you into the cops because if I do that, I'll implicate my father. So just know that as long as you give me your loyalty, I'll be good to you too. And Justin agreed, but then he went and called Bill. And Bill is basically let's be honest, Bill's going to be running this company, but not really running the company. Excuse me. Right? Okay. So, all right. In addition to all this craziness that's going on, because the whole thing with Maya. So with Maya, so Nicole was watching Lizzie, right? And Lizzie called Nicole Mama. And Maya heard it, but she didn't let Nicole know she was there, so Nicole doesn't know that Maya heard it. Okay, that's fine. All right. So Maya then schemes, well, not schemes. That's a little bit of a negative connotation, but she definitely manipulates for Rick to bring the idea to Ridge to send Zende and Nicole overseas so that they can run Forrester International. So Rick loves the idea. He takes it to Ridge. Ridge actually loves the idea too. So then they bring it to Zende and Nicole. And then in comes Vivian and Julius at the same. Now, God bless Vivian and Julius, because honestly, Vivian and Julius, like, they wouldn't really have anything otherwise, but they were like, Nicole obviously was a little bit thrown off by the whole thing. She's like moving to Paris, and Maya was like, I just think it'd be a really good opportunity for you. It was my idea, And they're like, well, what about Sasha? She was living in Paris, because that is where Sasha went to. So now but see, here's the thing. So then he's like, I'm going to take it. We're going to move. Nicole's like, as long as you're not mad at me for almost not signing the adoption papers, then we're good. And Maya's like, I'm not mad at you. So they're like, okay, we're going to go. So I'm hoping. Now, the actor that plays Zende left the show. So I'm thinking they're probably going to recast the part. And then, but in the time that it takes to recast, they're going to be off the canvas a little bit when they're living in Paris. And that's fine. And then when they bring them back, most likely they will probably be bringing back Sasha as well. I liked Sasha a lot. Is it just me, or does Sasha look like Samaya Reese? Samaya Reese was on Love and Hip Hop, and then she was on Celebrity, what was that? Famously Single. That's what it was called. Famously Single on E. And then she was on First Family of Hip Hop on Bravo. So she's been around the reality TV genre, and she looks exactly like Sasha in the face. Now in the body, Sasha's got a better body. I'm sorry, Samaya. I love you, Samaya. Samaya's a lot curvier than Sasha, but in the face they look exactly alike. It's really crazy. So, anyways, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing them all come back. I know it's crazy because all I do is bitch about Zende, and I'm still over Zende. But maybe because the thing is, I don't blame actors when characters are not going well, because it's not the actor's fault. They're just saying the words that are given to them, right? However, I also have to say that writers tend to write for the specific actors. Like, for example, let's talk about Ridge. Ridge is very different now than he was when he was played by Ron Moss. So that's been kind of difficult for a lot of people to get used to, but they are, you know. And I think that maybe we'll see that with Zende. Who knows? You know, he's certainly different than he was when he was a little kid. You know, but this is the first time we've seen him grown up. But yeah, who knows? We'll see what happens. Because we knew Thomas was leaving the show. He's left the show. And we know Zende's leaving the show, so he's left the show too. So now we'll see what happens in the meantime. So anyways, I do want to say thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter at Angel Benton and on Instagram as well. And same name, at Angel Benton. You can follow me on Snapchat too at Angel Benton, but I never use my Snapchat. I don't know. We'll see if that changes or not. I don't know. But anyways, you can also hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. Oh, and when you talk to me on Twitter, you can hashtag Bold and Beautiful to talk to Bold and Beautiful, or you can also hashtag, I don't know, Jackson Brittany. Or, yeah, Jackson, well, we'll see. Because normally I would do Below Deck tomorrow, but Below Deck is a repeat this week. So maybe tomorrow, tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Tomorrow I'll do my Dancing for Relevancy pre-show show where I talk about, yes, that's totally what I'm going to do. So tomorrow I'll be doing Dancing for Relevancy. We'll talk about the couples, who I think is going far, and I've been wrong 100% of the time. So we'll see what happens, whatever. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.